Sometimes you stand up for others by sitting down. Good morning, everybody, and I'm so glad you have joined me today. Earlier this month, we celebrated the birthday of Rosa Parks, and she's one of the incredible heroes of our American civil rights movement. And she was born obviously many years ago, but her influence still lives. And it all goes back to December 1st, 1955, when she got on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama to go home after a long day of work. And she sat with the other African Americans on the rows just behind where those were reserved for white people. And as the bus was going along, it filled up more and more. And the bus driver noticed a white man standing. So he went and told Rosa and three other African Americans to move further, to give up her seat, their seat for this white man. And Rosa refused to do so. And when the police arrived, they reminded her that she would be arrested if she did not comply. And she simply and politely responded, "You may have to do that." Well, her actions that day fueled the Montgomery bus boycott, which lasted over a year. And it really spawned some huge changes in our nation regarding laws and how we look at equal rights and what I call equal respect for all people. And we're still on that journey together. Um, Many have tried to diminish Rosa Parks' life and her impact in the Montgomery bus boycott by just saying she was a seamstress and she was just too tired to get up. And she dispels those myths as I did a little research about her life, and I wanted to read you her own words about what happened that day. She says, "People always say that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired, but that isn't true. I was not tired physically or no more tired than I usually was at the end of a working day. I was not old, although some people have an image of me as old then. I was actually 42. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in." I love that story. And I really thought about that story as we, as a church, in our church, have been thinking about Jesus' words to us in Luke chapter 6. These are some of the most difficult and challenging words that Jesus offers to us, telling us about how we're to live our lives and love one another and really live kind and gentle lives. And I love the way that Eugene Peterson translates this passage in Luke chapter 6. These are some of the words from our Lord Jesus, how Eugene translates them. "Love your enemies," he says. "Let them bring out the best in you, not the worst. If someone takes unfair advantage of you, use the occasion to practice the servant life. No more payback. Ask yourself what you want people to do for you, then grab the initiative and do it for them. Our Father is kind. You be kind. Don't pick on people. Be easy on people. You'll find life a lot easier." I love this. And even though the words of our Lord Jesus are very challenging, it is some beautiful countercultural guidance on how to live our lives. And it reminding me that love and kindness to others doesn't mean that we are a pushover or even a doormat. It's Jesus tells us to do to others what we would wish them to do for us. And it also means to do for others maybe what they can't do for themselves. Our Lord had a way of standing with the poor and with the most needy and most vulnerable in the world. And Jesus had a way of sitting with the outcasts and the people no one else would associate with. Our Lord treated all people with kindness and respect. And I think Rosa Parks emulated the heart of our Lord in that moment that she sat in her seat, really, so she could stand for the sake of others. So this week, my little question for you would be, who do you need to stand with? Who needs a word of encouragement? Who needs a helping hand? Who do you need to champion? I'm certainly thinking about that as well. And I'm also thinking about, who do I need to sit with? Who do I need to listen with? Who do I need to hold space with and defend their lives as well? So I'm confident that this week our Lord will bring those people, those circumstances our way so that we together can reflect the kindness and love of our God. And when we do, oh my goodness, I think like Rosa Parks, will change the world for God's glory. So we next week we begin the season of Lent. We'll have our Ash Wednesday service. We'll have the imposition of ashes actually at noon at our church, but we'll also have a very special Ash Wednesday service next Wednesday night, March 5th. And during Lent, beginning on Thursday, March 6th, I'm going to be teaching a special Bible study on the prayer life of Jesus. I'm just curious to learn and understand who Jesus was and how he prayed, both as the Son of God, but also as a human being, as a Jewish rabbi, and how his prayer life can inform and inspire ours. And so I'm hoping you can join me if you're local. We would love to have you join us each Thursday, beginning March 6th at 12 o'clock at the church in the Twin Oaks Mission Cafe. And we'll serve you some soup and bread, and we will study together beginning at noon. Or if you would like, since we're online anyway together, I'm going to be hosting a special Bible study virtually over Zoom on Thursday nights starting March 6th at 7 o'clock p.m. And if you'd like to be part of that Bible study, you can email me. My email address is on the screen, or better yet, go to our website, fumc-rr.org, and sign up. Please sign up for either one of these so we'll know whether to make soup for you or not, or so that I can send you the link if you plan to join virtually. More than anything, I hope today is filled with God's love and God's blessings and God's presence, and that as we stand, as we sit, that we live our lives for the sake of others, for the glory of God. So glad you joined me today. You have a really wonderful day, and I hope to see you next week in our Bible studies as we discover together what the prayer life of Jesus was all about. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.